Breaking: Justice Binta Nyako puts off Nnamdi Kanu's trial pending the resolution of the federal government's appeal against the October 13 judgment of the Court of Appeal that discharged the IPOB leader. In other words, Binta Nyako is not going to carry on with the case or a new one until the outcome of the earlier judgment discharging Nnamdi Kanu. While the three-man panel discharged him, federal government went to another court and got judgment for a stay of execution. There has to be proper resolution before moving forward, according to Binta Nyako. The federal government appeal seeking reversal of the Court of Appeal judgment is pending before the Supreme Court. So 2 other cases billed for hearing before the court were also put off for the same reason. Nnamdi Kanu was also said to have refused to appear in court on Monday as he was protesting the federal government's refusal to abide by the earlier court's ruling that freed him on October 13, 2022 for the records. Meanwhile, according to one of Nnamdi Kanu's counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the court, per his lordship, Honorable Justice Binta Nyako, in an agreement with us, with them, IPOB lawyers, that it lacks the jurisdiction to entertain any further charge against Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu in view of the landmark judgment of the Court of Appeal. So according to Ejiofor, we are winning. Supreme Court, here we come. No going back on Onyendu's freedom. Our appeal to set aside the order staying the execution of Onyendu's judgment will be fixed for hearing any moment from now. And he also assured IPOBians he shall keep them posted. Let's look at the video.
Okay, good afternoon, people. This is Omochukwu Writers coming to you live from the premises of Federal High Court, Abuja. As you can see, we have our lawyer, the eminent barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He is live here with us, and he will be giving us our tips and the roundup of how it went down today at the Federal High Court. Barrister, please, our people are eager all over the world, waiting to hear from you to give us a roundup of what happened today at the court. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Today was actually adjourned for before now for a report of Court of Appeal business. When the matter was when we appeal against the decision of this court, there is several count charges. So the court adjourned it for today for a report of subsequent for the Court of Appeal. So today, that was on Friday, we had rumors about the new charge they filed. And the said charge was not served on us, neither was it served on our client, Matters and Nnamdi Kanu. So we are in court this morning and expected them to serve us any charge. We don't see no serve with any charge. However, Onyendu was not in court today for reasons they cannot didn't explain. Though I'll be seeing him shortly now to see him and find out what actually transpired. The 2 actions, the matter went on, and in view of the decision of the Court of Appeal on Onyendu's case, which stand before the Supreme Court, the court is very specific that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be prosecuted in any court in Nigeria henceforth. Cannot be tried, cannot be investigated, and also prohibited them from further denying him. This is a judgment of Court of Appeal which is binding on this court. So other declarations made by the court, which was also reported to the court. And in view of that, the court adjourned the matter sine die, pending when the Supreme Court concludes the appeal before the Supreme Court. So, and after that, they mentioned another case that apparently has to do with the charge, that charge that was reported about on Friday. I went to them when I came to the court. The legislative chief, Michael, who led us, asked me to meet them. I met them and requested for a copy of the file, the charge. They still don't have a extra copy of their file. And also went to the court registry to demand for a copy of the charge. They also denied having any copy with them. But they mentioned it in the second criminal matter they mentioned, what was taken by court. I don't just say entirely new charge and entirely new charge with the
defendant. We told you about this.
However,
they prefer new charges, and we told you about this.
The judgment of the Court of Appeal is very clear and certain and compelling that it cannot be tried on any charge before any court in Nigeria. It cannot be detained again. It cannot be investigated. It cannot be prosecuted.
No more.
So that on that authority too.
Returning to Kenya, that is it.
So we have nothing before this court again. We are straight court. We have already filed appeal against order for stay granted by the Court of Appeal, which was settled to that effect and filed by the Supreme Court. So any month from now, we'll communicate on date because there's a timeline waiting to hear it, which is going to be done expeditiously. It's not going to be done between now and 2 weeks. A date to be fixed for the hearing of the appeal against
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Do you get that?
My lords, find in our favor. That will be the end of the case. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Barrister. We just want to know, Umuchukwu writers want to know, and as well as Biafrans all over the world also want to know, where the federal government represented in court today, and as well as the DSS.
Federal government was represented in court today by the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, along with the Chief State Counsel, Counsel Esquire. They were in court today on behalf of the federal government. So a lawyer from DSS also was in court who came to inform the court that our client declined to come to court because the court inquired. He said only the state will not come to court. That he declined. So but I will see him in a short while to confirm from me what actually happened. So maybe in my updates later in the day, I will tell your friends what happened. Thank you.
Okay, once again, before you leave, please, can you please tell us the implications of the further illegally detaining of Nnamdi Kanu after the appeal court of October 13 has discharged and declared that he should be let free? What are the implications?
The effect of the order they obtained on 28th of October 2022, understanding the execution of the Robot Omeife appeal, is to neutralize that judgment, that order, directing them to release him. Okay. So by doing that stay means that order can no longer be executed pending when judgment of the court of appeal is Supreme Court is delivered. So that was why we filed appeal against that order, still execution. And we should be coming up any month from now from here. As a matter of fact, we're going to Supreme Court today for follow up on the date.
Okay. Thank you very much. We thank you. I appreciate you for all your efforts. I want you to continue in doing all the good jobs you are doing for Umuchineke. And we know the Almighty is good. I'm
very proud of you and thank you for your prayers. I appreciate it.
That is it. You've heard it from him. Let's go to the next story. According to Pastor Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, he said, the church is wiser now. We will not be used by politicians. It seems they have been used by politicians before. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has restated the fact that the church is wiser now and will not allow itself to be used by any political party or politicians. Adeboye said these are the special prayer and thanksgiving service for businessmen, market women and their families held recently at the national headquarters of the RCCG Throne of Grace, Ebute Metta, Lagos, tagged overflowing. It has thousands of Christian faithfuls, feature song renditions, prayer and prophetic ministration. Adeboye, who was represented by Special Advisor to General Overseer on Administration, Pastor Dele Balogun, who spoke to journalists, said that the church will continue to encourage its members to vote alongside performing their civil responsibility. He said, I am sure the church is also wiser now. No church will allow itself to be used by any politicians. We know that we Christians have our own civil responsibility. We cannot fold our hands. We are going to participate and vote in the coming election, but we will not allow any politicians or any party to use us. He encouraged politicians to trust God, shun violence, and not use religion as a divisive tool. He proceeded further by encouraging Nigerians not to give up on the nation. The nation will flourish and rise again. According to him, there is hope for Nigeria. He went on, everybody knows that all is not well with Nigeria. My sermon is that we should not give up on Nigeria. There is nowhere we can go. All of us cannot leave Nigeria. I assure you that the eagle will fly again and our tomorrow will be all right, he said. That was it. You know, in 2015, it was as if the church was bought up to throw their weight behind Buhari. Yes, you know, Osibanjo was Buhari's vice, and it's almost, so I say it's natural. But people fail to think about the past. And, you know, when you want to vote somebody, you think about his record, antecedents. While he was head of state, then this is the same person who was a spokesman for Boko Haram during Jonathan's time. They chose him to be their spokesman while negotiating with government. This is the same person who, you know where the person is pandering to. That should teach you lessons. That should tell you what to expect from the person. I remember in my church WhatsApp group, I used to be a member of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I left with anger. Look at this picture. First, the picture is about Buhari while he was promising the church everything. So I remember leaving a WhatsApp group because everybody was against me in the group, because I told them, Buhari will not help us. I have seen what will happen. Buhari will set us back. This nation will turn to something else. And it's not that I saw it as in a prophecy. No, but I could be able to predict this is what this guy will do. And not just me alone. There are several people who are saying the same thing. But they went on. I beg, Buhari, we know him. War against discipline was during his time, an army leader in this country. Oh, we know him. Oh, he doesn't take nonsense. Okay. I used to say, when I see those people again, though I've left the group, because I'm sorry to say this, mainly Yoruba people in the group, they gave me tough time because they have to vote for Sibanjo. You saw this picture. That was during the campaigning. They went to church and the church embraced them. That is a fact. The church gave them support. And that is why he's telling you the church is not going to be used again. Hey, Ejirigo, ile hagueze hono. Ejirigo, this man, they have learned so much lessons. Osibanjo is a pastor. And so what? I don't judge people by that they say they are pastor. It doesn't make me think well of them. Until I see you act. I don't care you are a pastor. Do you know how many people that have been killed by the so-called pastors? When you act, we know who you are. We don't judge you by your office. In the name of pastor, a lot of evil have happened. And today, a lot of people who call themselves pastors are not even pastors, but they wear the look of a pastor to commit evil. Wolves in sheep clothing. So judge people by the way they do, not by the calling, imam or pastor, no. By the way they react. Okay, this same government that they voted for came to a point through CAC, Company and Allied whatsoever. They wanted to guard the church. They want to even start changing who will be the leader of these churches. The churches they didn't start. Can you imagine? They want to change the leadership of the church. It came to a point I was like, this is the beginning of Antichrist rule. Is it starting from Nigeria? So the church is saying, we are now wise. We will not make that same mistake of the past. Now, if you go to them, let's vote APC. It's an individual thing. Because, anyway, if you were in Nigeria the past 7 years, I don't need to tell you the story. You felt it. I felt it too. But we know the people that felt it most. When Buhari won, I saw people on the bikes displaying all sorts of acrobats or whatsoever. Some even killed themselves in the display for nothing. Say Baba, say Baba. How many people are saying say Baba again? I just wanted to go through the pictures. Can you see? So the church is wise now. That is Adeboye, the leader of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, is telling you that we are now wiser. I got my dan dana ba goy fo bunu ba. Nigeria Igbo man builds Africa's first humanoid robot, Omeife. As you can see on the screen, that is a robot built by an Igbo man. A tech company in Abuja, Unicom Group, has built Africa's first humanoid robot and named it Omeife. Omeife is 6 foot tall human-like robot that can speak 8 different languages, including Igbo, English, French, Arabic, Kiswahili, Pidgin, Wazobia, and Afrikaans. The idea of the robot began in 2020 and has been in development ever since. Omeife is run by artificial intelligence, also developed in Nigeria by Unicom scientists. The AI enables it to react in real time to the terrain and also conversation and voice prompts. The CEO of the company, Chuks Ekweme, had said the robot understands gesture but has no facial expression as a matter of preference by the makers. His words, it's not just multilingual, it has the ability to switch languages and interact with specific gestures, hand illustrations, smile, and other body gestures that match the tone of the conversation. Duck's Ward learned that the robot's nature is programmed to be African and avoid rude remarks while remaining polite and respectful. Omeife can move around flat surfaces and also grip items. Though robots are being developed to carry out human labor, the journey so far remains slow, with Tesla CEO Elon Musk's Optimus being another example. The robot can barely complete human tasks. According to the CEO, Omeife is not built primarily for labor, rather for intellectual capabilities. While other African humanoid robots developments have been in the works before Omeife, Unicom Group is the first to announce its completion. The company plans to produce the robots in bulk and sell it for at least $30,000. That is another Igbo invention. Igbos are great people, and this channel celebrates Igbo. Yeah, of course. So when we heard about this particular development, we plan to celebrate it. As you can see, that is Igbo, almost Igbo-like attire on it. The first in Africa, the first that was completed. There are several people who are into this, but this is the first from an Igbo. First humanoid robot, Omeife is the name. That is it. Igbos are doing well. And somebody says this country is limiting our ability. That this country kills dream. Do you think so? Because we have, there are several developments, several innovations, creations like this, several inventions, but we've not had the government giving people doing all of this support. So what do you think? Add your comment. This is where we round up. Bye bye for now.